All right. We are back in the building. I couldn't stream last night. I fucked up my OBS settings, so I couldn't stream after the games concluded. I had 2 hours to essentially stream. I whiffed hard. Whatever. Anyways, we will be taking on the LA Dodgers for at least 4 games. These are some pivotal games because right now the Dodgers lead the division by a game and a half. We are 52 and 32, so we're a half game back. This is also pivotal because we need to at least win 2 of these games because we are 3 games ahead of the Giants for second place. And the Padres aren't too far behind them. Can't. Safe to say, both the Padres and the Giants have found new life and are encroaching on our territory for the second place spot in the NL. The Giants get the Tigers for 4 games, and they have the Athletics after that, who are just outright putrid. Actually, I want to look. I mean, they're winning a game every once in a while, but yeah, this is a very bad Athletics team. So I expect the Giants to kind of have their way with them. If the NL West lead isn't bad enough, you have to also remember again the Giants are 3 games behind us for that first place spot for the wild card. And don't look now, but the Padres, the Pirates, and the Braves have all resurged for that third spot. Phillies are hanging around by 3 games, but we'll have to see what happens with them. We did sweep them, previous stream. So there is a lot. There's a lot of stakes in this series. There's a lot happening, man. We just gotta. We can't take the risk of losing too many games. Good God, these teams suck. The A's are just never. I don't know if the A's are ever going to be good in this series. Frankly, I hope they aren't. Fuck them. They moved the Oakland Athletics out of Oakland. So fuck them. Should really do a Athletics franchise. Well, I was doing the MVP baseball thing with the Athletics. I should probably get back to that at some point. So, without further ado, oh yeah, there's one last thing we have to go over. The Dodgers will be without Shohei for at least 2 months, broken forearm. So they are missing one of their prize athletes, one of their best players, probably the best player on the team. 2026 MVP winner and the multi-time All-Star Shohei will be out, but they still got Roki Sasaki. And then as far as the other starting pitchers, they also got Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Plus, and they also picked up Edward Cabrera. So they're not hurting too badly at the starting pitcher position. If anything, they have it better than most teams. When you have a 82 overall at starting pitcher in your minor leagues, yeah, you have it better than most teams, simply put. I've also taken care of the scouting assignment. I've kind of changed my approach these last 2 scouting weeks, or at least this one, to scout as many positions as possible. So that way, when we get to the draft, we have a litany of options. I'm not even focused on who to draft right now. I just want to make sure my options are extremely open. So, taking care of that. Now we have a pivotal series. Dennis Eckert and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I need to want to up the difficulty again. I feel like I didn't get my fair share of difficulty. I thought the Phillies would be much tougher on All-Star difficulty, and we kind of ran the train on them. Not to mention sweeping Detroit after that. I thought that would be a much tougher stretch, and we actually did way better than I anticipated. Probably, definitely needed to after that stretch between Kansas City and Tampa. There's something else I need. Triple A. The Triple A roster is cooked. I was actually considering. Zach Jackson had a DRA was a lot lower than I last recall. Actually, I guess it bumped up again. Yeah, it might have been that game with an ERA of 9. Man, I really don't have much down there. Alton, still not moving him up this season. Him and Charlie. Sorry about that. I'm still gonna leave Charlie Condon and Alton Harris in the minors for this year, mostly because we have a logjam right now at the right fielder position. Definitely don't want to draft a right fielder for a bit. We have our options, and in the case of like Bean, definitely want to keep him. Jordan Beck, yeah, his development's been very slow. Out of respect, I really do want to trade him to a team that needs a future at right field. Maybe get a prospect, couple of decent prospects out of him. I want to get a couple of decent prospects out of Jordan Beck, maybe just one decent prospect. And then when I move him, I actually want to just give him a bit of a ratings boost just for the just for the hell of it. Just give him that little push when he goes to his new team. Just out of respect, you know. He's been stuck in this logjam for a few years now in the series, and I think he deserves an actual shot elsewhere. Definitely won't get it here, unfortunately. Kind of the same issue with a lot of these other outfielders. We still have Kirk Driver. How's he been doing? Oh, he's been pretty good. He's been pretty good at Double A. We can probably keep him there for the rest of the season. Don't want to mess up the flow and chemistry of the Double A team. Robbie Martin, dude, one of our clutchest batters in that Double A roster. There's still Kalas. He's been pretty solid. Yeah, we have a quite the nasty logjam at outfield. I'm actually gonna have to consider moving some of these guys to different outfielder spots, probably left field mostly. Yanquiel Fernandez. I was actually gonna consider trading him at some point, but now that he's injured, I can't trade him yet. I'll have to wait until I'll have to wait until we get to this off season. If I can do that, I might just let him walk. Yeah, we have quite the logjam. Ramon de Villar is slowly developing, but not as fast as I would like him to. So it's gonna take some time. Yeah, right. Logjam in right field. Not much in the other spots. All right, not gonna waste any more time. Damn, these guys are gas. Take you out. Take you out. Gonna let most of the bench play in this one. Amador has impressed me a lot this season. He's been pretty good. I think for him, he'll stay on the team, but the idea is to eventually take the starting spot at second base. What is going on with the stream? Oh, it's streaming. Well, that's the way to start. Yep, that's the way to start. Beautiful. Damn, he got sucked. Yeah, his speed ain't there no more. Honestly, if you gonna have 89 speed, but you can't like outrun these guys, you shouldn't have 89 speed. I might actually just. I need that speed rating to just low at this, be lower than at this point. Not worth it. That's foul. Yep. Damn. Yeah, we got the lead off. Either we're still gonna dominate on the mound, or this is gonna be, um, this could be a barn burner. Everyone scores every inning. It's funny, man. When we were doing so well in year two, I'm still thinking about that second season, how kind of funky it was. We were in the driver's seat. Good strike, by the way. We were in the driver's seat for a while to be a playoff team. Probably like the first 2 months, and then the wheels came off. And I think it just had to do with the fact that I started to sim a lot of games. I think if I played more of the games in 2026, we probably make the playoffs or just miss out by a game. In a way, though, it kind of worked out. Because if we had played any better in 2026, we don't draft Alton Harris in 20 last year. We don't draft him. We miss out on a great player. Or did I get him in 2026? I don't remember. I gotta check. I could have sworn we drafted him in last year's draft. I think with Eckert, I definitely want to keep him from giving up hits, giving up runs. As far as my relievers at this point, it's a very volatile group. And I should just take advantage of it by trying to get them to throw closer into the strike zone. No reason to no reason to play the same way with every single pitcher at this point, especially if some can't. If they give up runs, they give up runs. I gotta say though, Eckert having the slider needs to. I want it to be a thing, but I need him to have like his two seam and changeup need to also be effective. That's good. Keep it going. That's a walk. Very small strike zone for this from this umpire, I have to say. Helping us out a lot though. I can tell you that much. Yeah, I've told you. That was a great hit. Not in time. If there's a ball to swing at, that's the one. And that isn't the one to swing at. Cool. Alright, now he's just fucking. Now he's bullshitting. Great hit. Great hit. Let's not talk about that. Yeah. It's so funny. The Dodgers getting Nathaniel Lowe, Randy Arozarena, Tyler Glass now. How many more former or older aging star players are these guys gonna get? Give up the walk. Give up the walk now. Get the double play here. So close. It's funny. Eugenio Suarez went to the Mariners this past season and helped propel them to the ALCS. Frankly, we should have had a Mariners Dodgers World Series, but you know they had to fuck it up. Mariners are cursed. That bitch is dying. Yep, there it is. Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta spit something out. Man, I can't get the stream rate like any quality right now. Now I'm fucking myself up at the bat. I should have been a walk. Man, is the quality just cooked today? Like I can't get it, can't make it higher. Might be cooked. Damn. That bitch sailed. Too bad it was nothing. Yeah, I can't get the streaming quality any higher than 480p right now. What the fuck happened? I'll have to fix it later. Well, I know what happened. I had to uninstall OBS to try and fix my the internal issues with it. Like I have a I was talking about the new capture card I got the other day. When trying to apply it, I ended up fucking up the recording system where the recording shows both, or when I play it back, I can hear both the game audio that's from the capture card and the mic audio. I fucked it up. Now I can't get it back. So, like, after I finish recording, right? After I finish recording and I put it in DaVinci Resolve, I can hear back and hear everything. But the problem is now I can't hear it when I just play it through Windows Player. I don't know what to do to fix that. Or if the problem is just from Windows Media. Yeah, last night I had a rough go last night. Shit was rough. Bro, I was watching that Rams Bears playoff game. Nearly fried my vocal cords again. Fucking Caleb Williams, clutch moment at the in overtime. Underthrows a ball and got picked off by Camera Curl. So the guy from the DMV gets picked off by the guy who played in the DMV and was a former commander. It's like my worst nightmare come true. The only thing worse would have been Emmanuel Forbes getting the game-winning pick. I might have actually crashed out last night. That's good contact, but I should not have swung at that. That was piss. I shouldn't have swung at that either. I'm dumb. Bro, you see how the audio just cuts in like that? What the fuck was that? Bro, Atlanta put up 15 runs on the break. Or on the Diamondbacks, sorry. 15-0. Jesus. Like the second time this month they put belt to ass on a team. AL West is pathetic as ever. Every team is 10 or more games behind the Mariners. Jesus Christ. That division is sorry as shit. I don't know what the fuck led to this moment, but it's like, man, what happened? I don't think the Astros have made the postseason since the first year. That's a great throw, but that's going to be safe. See? Yeah, Arizona's 14.5 games behind, man. I don't know what they're going to do. They're in our division where everyone is fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot, minus the D-backs, of course. And Ketel Marte is on the final year of his contract. It would almost, like, when I get to the deadline, I have to now make the decisions for all these teams or what their futures are and their presence. I'm now making those decisions because the CPU is retarded. Like, when year one, and when we get to going back to that year one 2025 trade deadline, and the stupid ass CPU said, you know what we're gonna do here in Washington? We're gonna trade Dylan Cruz, who's a part of the future, and one of the young bright spots in the outfield. We're gonna trade him to the Astros for a rental and for Amber Valdez. And Valdez ends up leaving anyways. So it was like, was that worth it, guys? Was that really worth it? And then the stupid Athletics trading Mason Miller, right? Am I fucking up? Miller, the closing pitcher now for the Padres. Like, was it worth trading him in division for a couple of C? I think they had a couple of C tier potential prospects they got in return. It was so not worth it. And then at some point, the Padres traded Leo DeVries, who's like one of the another top prospect at the shortstop position. They traded him for basically nothing. Now, credit, the game is dicked around, and some of these prospects who should be at the show now are still not at the show yet. So next, if I do run an MLB The Show 26 series, I'm gonna have to be. I have a lot of things that I've learned in this series that I need to take with me into that series to make it better. Like, MLB The Show has a weird history here on the channel. I won't deny it. I got like 2 months into that Tiger series because I was too focused on developing prospects. I didn't get far in the series. Instead of realizing, like, you don't have to we can't rush them anyways. I don't know what I was thinking, having them develop or focusing so much in the minors during that Tiger series. I don't know what the vision was at the time, but it cost me a chance at a really good Tiger series. Had I just kept going ahead, advancing ahead, we would have probably made it 5 or 6 years in. That shit would have been fun. Because by 2025, would have made them like a World Series contender again. We would have been playing the Stros and the Yankees in the ALCS year in and year out. We'd be playing one of them in the ALDS every year, and whoever we beat, we would have to see the other team. That was the vision, man. That was the vision back in 2021. And I'm disappointed in myself to this day that I didn't get it done. In a way, I'm trying to make up for it with this Rocky series, but going on that hiatus again, once again, kind of killed momentum with this series. I needed to keep playing this even after baseball ended. But, you know, what's done is done. I have a lot of lessons. Like, if I do get MLB The Show 26, I'm more than likely doing an Angels series. An Angels series would be absolutely entertaining. Dude, I'm gonna take Eckert out this inning. Dennis Eckert is so fucking good. I'm so glad we drafted him. Look at that. 53 and 30 and 52 and 32. And it's given us an 8-game lead for that wildcard spot. I think for the Cubs, they should probably just become sellers at this point, because if you think about it, they didn't retain PCA. PCA goes to Philadelphia. Not PCA. Kyle Tucker. They forgot to they failed to retain Kyle Tucker after 2025. And now they're in a bind where probably their best years have passed. I don't think they'll be as good. I think their best years have passed them as far as competing in the NL again. They need to retool massively. That's a great swing. Aaron Schunk is an anomaly, man. He's got good contact hitting. He's actually got better contact hitting than I like to than the game likes to admit. But he doesn't have like the power behind his bat, so a lot of his hits just die in the outfield. I would prefer trading him at this point to a team that he can shine and get starting spot at the third base, like the A's. The A's, the Nationals, the Reds, for example, bad teams that could use some stopgaps. I would trade him to one of those teams where he could shine, but it's just like, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to get in return. To be fair, his potential is C, so it's not like there's too much to get. That's a foul. Oh, but it did die. Great play by Nolan. That works. Got him. A 1-2-3 inning for Eckert. Nice. After a shaky bottom of the fifth. That's a good way to end this. That's a good way to end this night, or a good place to end it. I think for now we'll just put in Jax. Might as well. That was piss. That was piss. Man, my batting skills just died in this one. I need to lock in. Great pull, but it's not gonna matter. Hmm. Oh, I walked them. Woof. Man, the Cubs really let Kyle Tucker go, and he's proceeded to have win above replacement of 5 or higher. Like, man, you couldn't have fucked that up harder if you tried, Chicago. Like, this is what I mean. Like, when we get, if I do play MLB The Show 26 and I do start up a franchise, I'm gonna have to use all the teams and make sure they don't fuck around for the entire series. Make sure they actually make worthwhile moves and decisions. Like, if you're Chicago, you should not let Kyle Tucker go in any capacity. You know what? The fact I will say though, it is to the realism of the Cubs. The fact that the Cubs didn't actually sign Kyle Tucker this offseason. He went to the Dodgers. But like anyone and their mother knows you shouldn't let that type of talent go. Never let that type of quality talent go for next to nothing. Especially if you traded for him. He ain't making it. Woof. Bro, why are all of our relievers have like ERAs of 4 or more? You're lying. Not piss. Off. That's not good. All right, we still got the out though, so we're fine. Yeah, that worked out. All right, we should be able to win this one. That takes 1 of 3 from, or 1 of 4 from the Dodgers. White Sox putting up 10 runs or more on Houston of all teams. There we go. Aaron Shung, deep ball. Home run number 5 on the year for him. I'm telling you, he's a solid baseball player. I think a lot of teams would kill to have a guy with his solid contact hitting. Hmm. That was the one I needed to hang off. It died. That will do it. Rockies win. Kind of felt like we were gonna win this game the moment Lopez hit that home run. 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, and a walk. Why the fuck is Josh Palacio on this Dodgers team? They need to move him at some point. Drew Roma played really solid in this against the Dodgers. I think I'll have him play this series. Half a game. Giants are actually 4.5. Yeah, the division race is getting a little close. Even the Padres are hanging around. Edward Cabrera. He hasn't started I don't think he started much this year. How many games has Cabrera started? 2? He's played in 3 games and this is his second start. Like they're littered with talent. It's crazy. Oh, I want to see more Aaron Schunk out there. He was pretty good in that first game. I am pleased to know that we took the Rockies and turned them around to a playoff team. Even won a playoff series in this. The hope is that we can do it again this year. In fact, I'd say we're good enough to either win the division or take the first wildcard spot. And from there, just make the playoffs and do some damage in the postseason. I think it would be pretty fun to have the Dodgers in a playoff series. I think that would be pretty cool. Damn. Damn. Can't be mad at that. Damn. Wrong swing. Well, that was pretty weak. Bro, I cannot get the bit rate right. He walked him. Woof. Got a double play. Double play. Double play. Beautiful. D-backs finally won a game. I think they have 40 wins now. Oh shit. Ah shit. Shouldn't have done that. He's gonna get a triple. That's his first triple of the year, dude. We're almost in July. Padres might beat the A's. Fuck! I really am doing the most. Great swing, but not enough power behind the bat. It needs to hit that little end of the bat more. Needs to hit that. You know, like that. Great hit. So close to being out at first. That would be stupid. That would have been so stupid on my end. Because Romo doesn't see the diamond every game. That's his OPS is second on the team. And it might bump him up to first. Barely in. Yeah, this is why we're keeping Drew Romo, man. I won't be trading Harry Ford in any capacity, though. Not unless there's a deal out there that's actually enticing. Like a solid reliever, solid closer, high-end reliever, long relief pitcher, you know. Or just something good, something comparable. Because if we trade Harry Ford, man, he might pop off on the next team he plays for. I don't want that. You got lucky on that one. If Chase's curveball can become unhittable, ooh, he might have 3 great pitches in his repertoire. Oh wow, bro, that joint blended in with the white line. Are you kidding me, bro? Ain't no way. That white ball just blended in with the white line. The game is cheesing right now. It's off its gourd. Y'all thought I was trying to tag out the dude running third. No. I just wanted to get him in a little better positioning to get that out at first. Beautiful. I might swing at the first thing I see across the plate. Worth a shot. Oh shit. That was weak. That was weak too. Pittsburgh dominates Tampa. You love to see it. Cleveland beats Philly. So I wonder what Philly's gonna do come the deadline. There we go. By the way, my settings, yeah, Hall of Fame. Not much you can do on that note. I think our just staff is just elite. Almost had him. Almost had me. I'm not gonna lie. That was the one I wanted a home run swing with, man. That was the one. I really thought that'd be the one. That's what I'm talking about. Oh shoot, my carrots. I'll be right back. I gotta put these. I brought carrots up to. I've been munching on carrots for several minutes. I need to put these back in the fridge for now. I'll be right back. Hey. You know we're gonna risk it. Damn! I should have done that. Nah, whatever. It was worth it. It was worth the risk. I think as the season gets closer to the postseason, I definitely want a scenario where it's just I have to be really challenged behind the bat. I think I'll definitely up the difficulty, be challenged more. Taylor Hayashi leading the AL in strikes with 112. Meanwhile, Dennis Eckert's 134. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he might already have the NL Rookie of the Year locked up in his favor. Not even because of the win-loss records, because of his strikeout total. Using and abusing his strike per nine, man. Crazy. Ah, damn. Had him on the 3-2 count. There we go. Alright, that works. I was just gonna have him fight at the plate until Rokio gets walked. Jose Hernandez definitely sounds like a Dodgers pitcher in my opinion. That dude's name bleeds blue. Beautiful. Oh, that was a weak dribbler. But it will count as a base hit, which means we have the bases loaded with no outs. And guess who's coming up to bat? Masataka Yoshida. Better against righties, I'll admit. But against lefties, he's just as terrifying. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, a grand slam for Masataka Yoshida. 17th home run of the year. He has been lighting up pitchers these last few weeks with home runs. Gotta be careful, Dodgers. Gotta be careful, because we got your number right now. I think that's the first out. The first out. Top of the fifth. That's a moonshot that's going to amount to nothing. Damn, almost hit the foul pole though. I'll say. That was close. Man, if Aaron Shunk is hitting with power like that with 57, man, imagine what can happen with Brian Rocchio. He could be an elite shortstop. One of the things about Chase this season is a lot of his outs are coming from the fly ball, less so than the strikeouts. Although he has 100+ strikeouts, so what do I know? Ah, fuck. Damn, that was not what I wanted. The missed timing of the pitch. Dodgers get on the board finally in this series. Alright, that makes up for it. A little bit. They get on the board though. That is a moonshot to right field. Way back and gone. Drew Romo, 403-foot home run. Damn. That funky bounce off the pitcher's mound, man. If it was just flat, would have just rolled right past that the second baseman. That's unlucky. That was weak. God, a 2-5 record, man. Man, whoever gets that last wildcard spot is probably getting their ass kicked by Milwaukee or the Mets. That is not where you want to put that, my friend. There we go. Man, this division, I can't get over it. It's funny. This is a very stacked, competitive division this year. This is what I expected to happen at some point. Even with the Diamondbacks, they're 40 and 45, so they're not totally dead in the water, but they are in the doldrums. A win streak, though, could drag them right out. That's what people seem to forget. My question, though, is if they can get on a win streak throughout the month of July, what do they do heading into the deadline? Because they have to knock out one of us, Dodgers, Padres, Giants from that last wildcard spot, or take the NL West. That's the conundrum they're dealing with. That is a fly to right. Damn. So close. Needed to be quicker on that swing. Damn. You walked them. My friend, that was not the part of the plan. You stupid fuck. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think they got cooked over with that shit. That looked like it was staying in the zone. Good way to end off VOD next night. That'll work. Nope. Oh, I didn't check it in time. That's rough. That is rough. Same thing. Wow. Despite his early season struggles, this is why I wanted Mason Montgomery, a lefty that can throw 100 miles per hour with a fastball. That is like a rare commodity. There's not too many I know of that can do that, so that's why I wanted him. Dennis Santana, I believe, is who we traded to get him. I think the only reason Tampa would accepted the trade was because Dennis Santana could help them now, where Montgomery really isn't there yet. Especially because they paid for the big dumper, Cal Raleigh, this offseason. Nope. They get it. They get it. They got him. That is a moonshot to right field. Way back. Gone. Home run for Brian Rocchio. 14th of the season. You see, this is what I'm talking about, man. The home run prowls of Brian Rocchio. It's there. We just have to tap into it. We just have to unlock it. A shortstop that can hit power like that would be a boon for this team. Deep shot to right. Way back. Bounces over the wall. An automatic double. Brendan Doyle has now 30 doubles on this season. His speed may not be there anymore, but his contact hitting is. Hmm. Nope, that was that was some shit. Oh, bitch. Fuck. Moonshot into right. Way back. Caught. We got one more on the board with Rokio. I always forget the second one is pitching, not the first. Well, that's not a good sign. Fuck. All right, down to their final out. That was not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted. Jesus Christ. So this is a bind because it's about to be a lot closer now in score. Thank you. A lot closer than it needed to be, but win's a win. Some of these guys really did not get going until probably that fourth inning in terms of the Dodgers. And then a lot of their hits came after Chase got out of the game. Yeah, Chase's ERA is gonna keep him from an All-Star spot at this rate. It's gonna suck, but what are you gonna do? Want to get Drew Romo out there for another game. This is gonna be a little bit funky for a batting lineup, I'll say. $54 and $32 versus $53 and $32. So we both now have the same amount of losses. Just a half game ahead of them right now. That's all. Yoshida. That was piss. Now we're just fouling shit off. That's a good hit. That's wait. No. Maybe? No. That's weak. That was piss. Oh god, the fucking flags. Bro, they gotta tweak that for this year's game, bro. Ain't no way. Some flags were having a rave party. Like how the game is saying, Rockies are interested in acquiring Stone Garrett. Brother, we are not. We're fine. That works. That was a good hit, Drew. Man, Drew has like he's had better success, hitting wise compared to Ford. It might be just being a switch hitter catcher might be a little bit of an advantage to him. Glad we're keeping him for the long term though. That is a shot into left field, but it will die before it even reaches the warning track. Damn. Oh, the D-backs beat the Braves again? If that's the case, then yeah, they've surged. They're surging back just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just missing the warning track. Solid contact, but not enough. Hmm. Roki Sasaki ain't no joke. Tell you that. Tyro Estrada. Wait. Did I forget? I must have forgotten. Tyro Estrada? Oh my god, bro. Did I not realize this? Did I not call this out or point this out earlier in the series? Man, he played for us, got traded, played for two more teams after that, including Astros last year. Now he's a Dodger. That is funny as hell. Anyways, let's give him a warm welcome back to the series with this. I believe he got traded to the Giants at one point. I think he played for them. One of my complaints with MLB The Show, and I hope they fix this for next year's game, it's not like an important thing, but to me, I like to know what are the two teams someone played for when they get traded. By just seeing TOT, it means two teams, but you won't know what those two teams were unless you have like exact data. I have to now go back into the archives to figure that out. And by that, I mean obviously I have to go rewatch previous streams or episodes. A bit of a pitcher's duel. Yes, sir. I gotta like this. What do I have my settings at now? All-Star and Legend? Yeah, this is a little pitcher's duel right now. Although the moment we get to our bullpen, bro, our guys are gonna get shredded. Well, that was a nice pitcher's duel while it lasted. Alright, my dad came in and we were talking. Maybe we lose this game, I'm not gonna be upset. Of course, they call that a strike. It wasn't even a check swing or anything. That I should have just stayed off. Or maybe not. Touch the zone. That was a good hit, Bean. Oh, Tampa Bay beat Pittsburgh again. They won the Shane Boss for Chris Archer trade 2018, and they won a series against Pittsburgh. Oh wow, they gave me two. Already had a 2 count. Damn, that just over his glove. Yo, ain't no fucking way. Yeah, that timing was off. Item sinking. Well, that's not good. Great catch by Tolia. Close that one out. That ain't it, Chief. Damn, they got me with that slider. That little extra movement, man, sinking down in the zone. He got me good. Can't even be mad at that. Another strong hit. Like we are getting base runners. It's just that a lot of them end up being singles. We can get some doubles and then more base hits after that. Start generating some runs. We're back in this game. Damn. This guy has a massive strike zone. It's making it tricky. The last umpire was a lot more lenient. That was stupid. That might have actually been a ball. Good slider. Can't be mad at that. I need to be more disciplined. It's just the Suarez home run that's really broken this game for Los Angeles. This still be a 0-0 game by now. Just got unlucky. Like that. Like, it's just a little closer in the zone, and that's a strikeout. Excellent double play, guys. It's kind of Something funny about playing against a team that has one of your former players on it and they're in the same division as you. Something really just funny about that. Damn! Once I realized it was up in the zone, I just wanted to foul it off. So it pops out. Definitely want to try and just get walked at this point. Or that can happen. That's cool. That's a nice contact hit, but too bad it went straight to the guy. And he's going to get on base because of an error. E6. Again, I don't know why the game would say the Rockies are interested in Stone Garrett. We have a logjam in right field. We don't need any more right fielders. If anything, we need to convert some of them to a left fielder. Deep center. No, to right field. Way back. And gone! I whiffed on the commentary, but Veen did not whiff on that swing. We have ourselves a game again, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. What a swing from Zach Veen. Damn! Stop swinging at those. I was doing so fine the other day. I wasn't swinging at any of those. So thanks to the error, we got in 2 runs on that. Oh, fuck. Goals got it. But the only thing his speed is worth for these days is in the outfield. He shouldn't even have his steal rating is like 70 something, but it shouldn't even be that at this point. Oh shit. Come on, Veen, get there, get there, get there. Veen gets the 2-shot home run and the final out to end this inning. Damn, they gave him a strike. Bro. I really didn't want to swing at that, but I couldn't tell if it was going to hook in the zone again. That's unfortunate. We have 4 outs left to try and tie this before extras. Or take the lead. Swear those never like come down, dude. They kind of like hang outside really far. Gotta make something with this. Ooh, that would have been a walk. Ugh. Maybe that's for the best. That was the one. That was the fucking one. Come on. Come on, Tolia. Send this home. Going on 8 pitches. No! It was up in the zone. That's where I wanted it. It was just so much faster than I thought it would be. He threw a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Might have just ended Tommy Edmonds' hit streak with this. We have such a good infield, man. All of our guys that play in the infield are solid, solid defensive players. I needed to be a little sooner on that swing. Damn, that was our chance. That one, I was expecting a fastball. Never even came across my mind anything else. Damn! To right field, Drew Romo sends it way back and it doesn't even hit the warning track. Ah, damn. Damn it. I mean, we fought to the very end. I can't be mad at this team. GG's. GG's Dodgers. He had 8 strikeouts and only surrendered 4 hits. Yeah, the Eugenio Suarez home run is what did us in. Without that home run, they don't win the game. Dude, only Tolia, Romo, and Veen got to base. No walks. Everyone else played like shit. Jesus Christ. That was just a really tough game for the lineup. But hey, shout out to Veen for being a phenomenal player again. Nearly saved us. Nearly brought us back. How many more days? 9 more days. So yeah, I'm not playing that first series against Texas. I don't really care for it. As far as this though, yeah, I'll keep the difficulty the same. Yeah, I want Drew Romo for this series actually. He's been playing so fine, man. He's been playing so well for us. Bro, these are the two best teams in the NL West, duking it out. What more could you ask for? I literally would not want this any other way, man. We're the two best teams in the NL West. And a half game separates us from that division lead. We got Clark Schmidt versus Tyler Glasnow, the vets. A former Yankee versus a former Tampa Bay Ray. I swear, those Los Angeles City Connect uniforms are just Pop-Tarts, man. Yeah, strawberry Pop-Tarts, the sprinkles on them. All I see is that, man. You're lying! Right out the gate! That was a nice hit, but too bad I swung early like a That's a great hit. Taylor Hayashi with 10 strikeouts, only allowing 1 run. Now he's up to 22, so he actually is catching up to Dennis Eckert quickly. That was piss. Barely safe at second. Oh my god. That was his first stolen base of the year. I was just like, fuck it, might as well. Because we don't use Owen Miller as a guy to steal bases. He's just a lot of his speed is just him being an aggressive base runner when there is a base hit. Let's go! Run him home! Run him home, Nolan Jones! Braxton Garrett's injured for the Marlins and now has been sent to the 60-day IL. Dude, that sucks. If he's out for that long, that means he's going to be stuck there past the trade deadline. Teams were actually considering trading for Braxton Garrett too. That's rough, man. He might have been the last piece the team needed to get over the top and make the playoffs. Did he just throw his bat? Yeah, he threw his bat. He threw his bat. He threw his bat. He did it again. I swear that's like the third or fourth time I've seen him do it on stream. Woof. Too far. He must have been thrown off by the movement. That shit doinked. Nice. You're lying. Alright, let's try and hang off a little bit. Called it. That was the right choice to make. Bro, Hayashi has 122. Third place is 98 for strikeouts. That's crazy. Fucking White Sox landing a generational talent. Zach Veen sends it to center field. Way back. Oh my god, he caught it. It died right after the warning track. I thought that was a home run. Tommy Edman with the huge play in center field. Kudos to him for hustling, man, because I thought that was a dead center, or nearly dead center, home run. Kind of disappointed it's not. Oh shit. Now the real question is if we can avoid giving up a run here. Got lucky on that one. Got our look back from the last game. Oh my gosh, Palacio sends it to right. That'll be a home run. 420 feet for the Dodgers. Dodgers have usurped the lead. The last thing that I wanted to see was that. Too many breaking balls from Clark Schmidt. Yeah, for the Marlins, that sucks. And for Braxton Garrett, that also sucks. Because I think Braxton Garrett was going to be on his way out this offseason. Or not this offseason, this trade deadline. Man, we only needed one more out and we gave up a home run. And you walked them. Woof. Stop the bleeding, finally. But the damage is done. Josh Palacios. Damn! Swinging that dog shit like a. Not worth it. It's a lot of air behind that. Too bad it's gonna die. That's a nice pop up. Thank you. We'll take those. Ends his at bat early. All the way out to center field. That will be Nolan Jones. Great catch, Lopez. That's fine. Make him throw outside. Get called for some balls. Like that. Make last now work at the plate. That works. Damn. That was a good fight, though. Hey, he did what I was hoping he would do, is fight at the plate, hopefully foul some off, and get walked. It's just unfortunate that last pitch just ended up popping up. That's rough. That's a launch, but it's dead. That sucks. I launched, gave him up another meatball. Sorry, Schmidt. All the way into our dugout, or our bullpen, actually. That's rough. I was hoping that cutter would hook a little further out of the plate. Just unfortunate that didn't happen. Dude, his ERA ballooned to to 3.15. I feel really bad for this. I'm happy that I'm seeing Rokio get a ton of like fielding plays this season. Makes me pretty happy. He has definitely developed into a solid outfield or an fielder, infielder. He has very good defense. Now, if his bat can come along and he gets some power behind his bat, that'd be even better. And as long as Owen Miller is making plays for us at the majors, we don't have any reason to rush Dwayne Roth to the show. Let the young man develop, get his reps in the minors. Eventually, he'll have his moments. Tried it again. Okay, I haven't thrown the knuckle curve yet. Damn. Trying to get it somewhere in the zone. I just couldn't get the timing right. Yeah, go ahead, bro. What are you doing? Like he's just taking forever to throw it the first. I thought that was the one. That was early. Yeah, I figured. That's a moonshot to center field. Going, and it dies. How many have been at the end? Washington is 17 games behind the Mets for the NL East. Figured as much. That is a moonshot, but that's gonna die. Pittsburgh is now 2 games behind the NL wild card, and Atlanta is 4. That was way too high. I thought it would sink. That's on me. No one else. Oh no. Oh, he got it! What a play by Rocchio! Great fielding. Yeah, show us that replay. The dive, the catch, and the throw was just in time. This is why you get good infielders for defense, guys. This is why you get good infielders for your defense. You make it incredibly tough on other teams to get scoring drives on you. That was rough. That was rough as well. No, no, that's not it. That ain't it, Chief. Another run allowed after getting 2 outs. That ain't it. I think this is where we'll call it for Schmidt. Yeah, I definitely fucked up in this one. Just not a good game. Mostly my fault. I was hoping that with the difficulty spike, the issues would stem towards the bullpen more and less so than the starters. Not happening. All right, I take it back. It's belt to ass now. Dodgers having their way with us. Man, remember when it was 1-0? That was fun. That is a shot to right field. It bounced off the wall. Any worse of a throw, and Lopez might be running to third base instead of second. Well, stay at second. That's a little dinker. Go ahead, Lopez. Run on in. Get you your base run, G. That's another excellent hit, but it's gonna go right to Tommy Edman. Man, Tommy Edman, what a baller, dude. Part of all of these World Series championships for the Dodgers in this series. 2024, 2025, and 2026. Still making plays all these years later. Why am I saying that? It's been only 2 years since they won the World Series. Oh, that was already a strikeout? Fuck. Doing it again. I'm swinging at everything. There we go. Michael Toglia sends it to right field. Goodbye. Home run. 19th home run of the year. It looks like Tyler Glass now will be taken out from here. A little bit of a moonshot. Yep, you found those out, Drew. Damn. That 82 mile per hour. Little slider sunk in. Didn't see it coming. Great catch, Jordan Beck! What a play! I gotta get that screenshot. Alright. We got a good inning out of Brian King after the home run from the previous inning. Solid the rest of the way. Man, the Dodgers having Devin Williams, man. When that wheel landed on the Dodgers for Devin Williams last season, I was like, oh fuck, here we go again. They got even better. We got lucky. Probably should have been a strikeout. Should have been a strikeout, honestly. Oh, that would have been the last ball. That would have been a walk. There it is. Get that discipline up, baby. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. That's rough. That's really unfortunate, man. ERA of 5.02. God damn. This was not the bullpen, man. I thought this bullpen would be way better. The high ERAs is what kills this team. That works. Time that better. There we go. We still have a chance. We still have a chance to win this game and take the series total. Straight down the middle, and I couldn't prepare myself. There was no preparation in the world that would have had me ready for that. I was just unready. See what I mean? Happened again. My mind will never go to the idea of, oh, right down the middle fastball by the CPU. Barely safe. Holy fuck. Damn it. Damn it. Damn. I whiffed. Like, I don't expect it to be just straight down the middle. Like, that's never what I'm expecting. I'm expecting an off-speed pitch down. I'm expecting it, like, just outside. I'm expecting those. They're taking him out early. What the hell? They might be trying to take advantage of whoever, I think next up to bat. I actually don't remember who's up to bat next. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, it might be Nolan Jones. Take him out for the. Well, they both have the same rating against lefties. It's one or the other. It doesn't matter. Damn. You win this one, Tanner Scott. Everyone's using their city connects, except us and the Mets and the Brewers, surprisingly. Kind of funny. So the Padres have now taken that last wildcard spot. Yeah, they're about to make some moves at the trade deadline. They are about to get really good. Mets beat the Mariners. That's cool. I don't know, man. Just the fact that the Braves have just sputtered and the fact that they've been sputtering for several months despite their insane levels of talent is pretty disappointing. There should be no like case in the world where the team that just made the World Series and got Logan Gilbert in free agency is struggling to make wins. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Lowe's looking for some. There and he found it. Woof. Oh yeah, that was only two. That's out number two. Bro, all the way up in the zone like that, bro, unacceptable. He got it. Great throw by Jordan Beck. All right, offense, last chance to dance. Woo. You know I had to try it. It's got to be something in. Fastball down low. Don't get the swing. That's probably because I just used too much stride. Clipped it. Damn it. Wow, I am just selling. Yeah, that's game. Doing too much. I was doing too much. Bro, he grabbed that bare hand grab for a double play. That three, what was it, 3-run home run? That home run definitely helped them out. Yeah, that's disappointing. We had what it took to win this game. It's just, man, the bats, when the bats died, bro, they fucking die. Yeah, I kind of like that as the difficulty against teams like the Dodgers. I think that makes sense. All right, I've been streaming for nearly 4 hours. Might get back on the stream later because the draft is approaching. We have, let's see here. We have 9 days left, so we have one more week of scouting, if you can call it that. And then the draft should be either that day or that day. It's one of the two. Or it's that somewhere in these next 2 weeks here. I don't know when. Till then though, if I do stream later today, you'll see the notification. If not, well, goodbye everyone.